Like they think that's gonna somehow protect them. They know better, but they're so arrogant they think they can beat the system. Someone else said, I was on the fence about total ruination when you said he never paid you, and then I got to the paragraph where your brother and his cronies tried to destroy your reputation. He is no longer your brother. He is your enemy. You need to go scorched earth on his ass. If he does this to his own brother, imagine what he would do to another innocent person who earns his spite. He needs to be exposed and lose his license. Your parents are uselessly in denial, and you needn't consider their opinions as valid. Ignore them. As for the 3 pieces of shit who pushed you into this, I'm sorry you have to deal with the guilt of being the one to stop them, but you're doing the right thing. They need to be stopped. Op replied, one thing is to deny I worked for them. That's bad enough. But then to go the extra mile and accuse me of harassment, that was a bitter pill to swallow. That was the embarrassing question to have to answer at job interviews. Someone else said, how did you not see this coming? I mean, you of all people should know what your brother is like. Op replied, this is the best and hardest question I've gotten. I always knew my brother was a bit of a narcissist. I just didn't know the extent of it. Because of the age difference, I didn't associate with him much. I think what happened here is I truly believed I was helping my brother for 1 summer, and it quickly turned into 2 years. I knew they would be mad when I left. I knew after a few months that all 3 of them were complete narcissists. I also thought they would hate me for leaving because they relied on me so much to keep the company operating. I knew they would have to hire 5 or 6 people to replace, and that's not an exaggeration. So I knew they would be mad. After that first year, I knew that this would end up badly between me and my brother. But I could have never guessed it would be this bad. That's why I decided to go apply for grad school. Sure enough, when I finally left, all 3 of them were really pissed at me. They had not 1 ounce of gratitude for the 2 years of free labor. But I never guessed they would slander me like that once I tried to get a job. Especially cause when I was still in grad school they would call me to come in on weekends and work for them. But by then I was waiting tables at a restaurant near school, and by then I had a couple of close friends who pretty much shook some sense into me. Cause I actually considered going back to help them part-time while I finished school. I guess I should have seen more of this coming, but I was honestly completely and utterly blindsided by them slandering me and making up the whole sexual harassment BS. As narcissistic as they are, and I've never met more narcissistic people, I truly was shocked that they came that hard at me and showed absolutely no compassion. I don't understand. If they didn't pay you for your work and you were going to let that slide, they could have at least put in a good word for you when you were applying for your new job. I don't understand why they were mad at you for leaving the company when they weren't even paying you for your job. That makes no sense, Op replied. They were mad that they would have to hire 5 or 6 people to replace me. Then they got more mad when I refused to work for them even part-time while I was going to school.